When I arrived here 5 years ago, I feel a little bit nervous. When they told us that we can have the right to stay in Canada, that gave us hope, not only for myself, but also for the future of my family.
For me, personally, they are like a family to me, right? They support me, they look after me, they protect me, they're there.
When organizations like UFCW stand up for Aboriginals, I definitely think that it gives them a voice and a chance to have a voice for themselves when they're so used to being ashamed of who they are and their identity and their language and their culture.
We're breaking new ground, not just waiting for the laws to change, but we're forcing them to change.
Politics affects all Canadians, whether they be union, non-union, whether they be retired, whether they be working, or whether they be coming into the workforce. And I think that part of our role is to identify that and communicate that to the people of Canada.
What the labor movement's done for me is that it's fought for a lot of the basic labor rights, which I believe are human rights, and has made it a better environment for me and his family members and future members, family or not, to be a part of.
I've been working at H&M for 4 years now, and we just had agreed onto a contract.
It's definitely a great feeling in the sense that we are now part of this bigger movement. It's not just within our store. It's something that is national and maybe even international.
UFCW National, they are honestly like a great and amazing organization that they've been able to help so many people that don't have a voice.
As UFCW Canada members, we have the security with the collective agreements, and we have that to add that level of confidence that allows us to get on with focusing to our customers and add the satisfaction of service, and it's a win-win, I think, for the customer, for our members, and for the employer.
They made the right calls. They called H&M Sweden, put the pressure on them to kind of back down and let us do what we have to do to get the union in our workplace.
There is a great confidence in being able to go to work, being a part of UFCW Canada.
Grâce au support du Bureau national des TUAC, au début des années 2000, nous avons syndiqué les employés de Walmart et ça à travers le Canada. Encore une fois, depuis plus d'1 an, nous travaillons à aider les employés de Zellers face à l'acquisition de Target. Et nous avons eu du succès. Et dans le futur, nous devons continuer à travailler fort, à développer de nouvelles idées. Et grâce au support du Bureau national, nous aurons du succès et je crois que j'aurai du succès.
If I want to change the way my world is, I got to speak up and have a voice, and you have to do something about that.
The biggest thing that UFCW National has kind of put on that's been really relevant for youth and a good way of reaching out is the youth internship program. I was fortunate to be a participant of that program in 2010. And I mean, not only beyond my contract negotiations, that was really what was the catapult for getting me involved in pursuing involvement in the union further.
Different courses that I've taken through the youth internship program and with other courses with UFCW really opened up my eyes to Canadian politics. I hadn't given a care in the world about 5 or 6 years ago. I hardly ever voted, and now there's not an election that I ever miss.
So, I talk to people. I try to make sure that they are supported, and when I work in the training center, to me, that's interacting. I've met people there that I would never have met otherwise, from employers other than my own. So that makes me feel like it's even a bigger family.
I think it's a very noble thing that what UFCW Canada is doing, giving us the chance to help these workers, and me personally to be able to share with them so much, helping them. So I'm really grateful for the work that UFCW is doing, not only giving me work, but helping all the workers. So they're giving me the chance to be there, and also they're helping so many people. That it's wonderful.
Nous avons, avec ce support du Bureau national, nous avons pu améliorer, changer beaucoup de choses au niveau des travailleurs agricoles. Exemple, nous avons pu garantir des heures au travail. Nous avons pu représenter ces travailleurs-là auprès de la Commission des relations de travail au Québec. Nous avons eu de grandes victoires. Nous avons empêché des déportations des travailleurs. Fait que, pour nous, il est fondamentalement le support du Bureau national doit être présent et on doit continuer cette bataille pour protéger nos conditions de travail, nous-mêmes, nos travailleurs ici au Québec.
Unions, whether UFCW or whatever banner we fly under, we have always traditionally been social justice organizations. And the face of humanity and the face of Canada is forever changing. And if UFCW doesn't keep up with that change, then we end up falling behind. And the support I've got from UFCW Canada has been overwhelming, whereas they've taken my small little project of marching in pride parades and spread it across the entire country and given me resources and help to let other locals in the country know and other union presidents and other people know that UFCW is taking part in your community events. And it's just been overwhelming and great to see that there's been very little resistance towards opening our doors and opening our resources to every facet of society.
There's been a lot of support for me being Aboriginal from our union. We were setting up a couple of programs to try and run to help people in our community, Aboriginal, to become more involved in our union, and actually just our union members here to get them involved to understand my culture, spirituality.
UFCW Canada is great for everybody to be in, to be a member of. It's a bigger organization, but at the same time, they deal with individuals as individuals, not as a group. So if there are different cultures, 10 different cultures, they're different, dealing with it in 10 different ways.
I've never faced any discrimination from a UFCW member in the union, like part of an executive board or from national office or on the councils, but the actual members themselves that don't know anything, sometimes you do come across the odd person. And they won't right out say it, but you can tell just the way they look in their eye. They've been going for so long without a voice, being told that they're not people, they're not... The definition of them 30 years ago was savage, and they weren't entitled to basic human rights. So when organizations like UFCW stand up for them, I definitely think that it gives them a voice and a chance to even attempt to have a voice for themselves when they're so used to not having a voice and being ashamed of who they are and their identity and their language and their culture.
They really stress the fact that you spend time with your family, and as a result, that is their number one priority, as far as I'm concerned, is allowing you the time to spend with your family, quality time, allow you to participate in the activities that your children have and stuff like that.
I love taking courses, online courses at UFCW because it enhances me and empowers me to know a lot about the things that I don't know since I came from the Philippines, and I need more knowledge and understand on what cultures and what are the things that needs to be done at my work.
I found it beneficial when I was told about it, where you go through your everyday life and you think, oh gosh, am I going to be doing this for the rest of my life? Or, you know, long term, is there any type of anything out there that could potentially help me? And in finding the courses and the web campus, it's done that for me.
We're going now where people are, where the message gets out the fastest, and it's not just your members you're communicating with. When 832 sends out a tweet, or the national office sends out a tweet, because I get all of theirs, or it's the Facebook page, it's people in Australia, it's people in China, it's people that I know all over the world who are seeing it when I retweet it. We're taking our union message and that positive union message to the world. It's fascinating and exciting.
UFCW can come to the realization that for us to best reflect the issues of our members, our very diverse members, then we had to understand what our diverse members need from a trade union, from a country that is new to them. So we undertook to reach out to their community groups and become a part of their community groups and let them know that if there's a community event out there, an event within their community, that UFCW is going to be there. And seeing UFCW at their events recognizes or allows them to make a connection between their workplace, their union, and their community. And for us, that's it's very important so that workers know that we're there to represent them, but we're also there to be a huge part of their community.
For my grandchildren, for them to know if they have to fight, they have union to back them up.
When we all come together in solidarity, we can get a lot of things done.